Hello, my little green friends. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 21 of Kerbal Space Program Colonization, which originally aired live on Twitch. All right, I guess I'm over time. Welcome, everybody. Let me recap last stream, or at least the ends of last stream. So at the very end of last stream, we had set up the Marazin. Am I saying that right? The Marazin base, and that is our initial little farm colony here, out on Mun, which is really awesome. So here it is in all of its glory, but there's an issue. It draws about 21 power every second, and at night it drains its battery banks. So at the very end of last stream, we were trying to figure out how to fix this. And I did some bad science, and since then I have actually corrected my science. So let me show you that. I did more fuel cell research into trying to turn mining into fuel into power, and I've by George, I've solved it. So let me demo that for you here. As was pointed out to me on the interwebs on YouTube, I had my craft set up wrong. And I didn't have the things running that I should. So I want to remedy that and show you one way to generate power. Now there's two ways. There's two main ways. Well, okay, I lied. There's three main ways to generate power well for a base. One way would be to generate solar and have a lot of batteries. That's fine. That's totally fine. That works. I was thinking about doing that. The other way is to generate ore and then turn the ore into liquid fuel and oxidizer, and then turn that into fuel cells. So this little test nuke thing here is basically a min-maxed fuel converter. So what I have here is 3 drill-o-matics. These are not mod parts. These are standard Kerbal parts. Not part of the DLC or any of the mods that I have. Same with the Convertotron. Again, not part of any mods. With a whole bunch of thermal control system radiators. It also needs storage for fuel, but it doesn't need that storage to be full. And then as you can see here, I actually have the batteries, a bunch of these batteries empty to prove that it positively generates power. In here, in the service bay, we have the core here, the probe core. And then this at the top is ore storage. It has solar panels to A, generate a little bit extra power during the day, and B, if there's ever a case where we don't have the fuels converting and the fuel cells running, this power plant can't go dark. And then of course at the very top, we have the microwave power transmitter so that we can send power. So I do have this on action groups, and let me demo that for you now, because this is something that we could quite possibly put on the moon to solve the power problems that we have, and then we can go back to missions. So I'm actually going to run this without the solar panel, so that you can judge it the way it should be. So the solar panels are now retracted, and it's just the radiators that are helping to cool. The reason we need radiators is the drills that we have here produce heat, and the Convertotron produces heat. And if it gets overheated, it's less efficient. It basically turns off. So here, as you can see, just keeping the lights on, so to speak, of this probe core is about 1.16 electric charge per second. And if I hit 3, we start the drills. And these drills here are surface harvesters harvesting ore. So here, as you can see, my ore is ticking up. All right. And then once we start the Convertotron, now my power usage goes even higher. As you can see, 4.9 being used per second. Liquid oxidizer and liquid fuel is starting to get filled. Then, if I hit 4, which is the hotkey for all the fuel cells, all of my fuel cells are now running. The liquid oxidizer and liquid fuel is static. Basically, I'm generating as much as I am currently using. And the ore is basically static as well. I'm converting all but 0.01 of my ore into fuel into electric charge. And as you can see now, my electric charge is positive 16 per second. The man, I can't get my seat right. The space base that I have set up on the Mun requires 21 power to keep the lights on and all that. And this would help to make it so that the power didn't run out. If I either doubled the amount of drills and convertitrons or launched 2 of these, it could completely keep the lights on. But I think one of them is enough to keep the power from draining out overnight, and therefore we don't need to send 2. The added benefit is also we will be slowly generating fuel as well, especially if we don't need the fuel cells on when the solar panels are open. So during the day, the solar panels will top up the batteries pretty easily. As you can see, solar is a very efficient and low-cost fuel source. And once that happens and the electric charge is maxed, the fuel cells won't have space to put electric charge, and we'll start to generate oxidizer and liquid fuel, meaning that, in effect, we will be able to power up our, we'll be able to refuel things when they land. Here's a little bit of Yoda getting treats. There you go. And Tusk, you want treats? Here. There she is. So, yeah, that's the idea. And I can launch this and land this on Mun. Petrable, thanks for the bits, and Glitch for the bits. So let's go ahead and get this to the moon. Right? It seems like I'm going to need to play DJ. Kerbal music just cuts out constantly. I might play DJ. So let's go back to the space station, or rather, let's just load, because I don't want time to have elapsed this much. Where is it? Here it is. But yeah, that is a fuel cell miner converter thingy that we can launch, and that will be pretty handy. All right, so let's go to the VAB. Just because I've designed it doesn't mean I have it landed anywhere. Obviously, until I have it landed, it's worthless. So this thing weighs a bit, right? We're gonna have to get this thing to the moon, which means, the problem of delta V. So once these are deployed, we won't fully go vertical with these, deployed the way they are. We probably want some lander legs, I'd imagine, just to work in conjunction. And we can test that pretty well by saving and launching this again to see if it stands up or not. Aiden, thanks for the resub to the stars. Yes, well, I hope so. I sure hope so. All right, so if I hit 2, which triggers the drills, yes. The vessel here doesn't all of a sudden go all sorts of weird. It's fine. All right, so we can revert that. And now what we need to do is we need to put on radially attached thrusters for landing. Thunk. I do have a quick question for you all, though, before I start. What music do you want? All right, there we are. Just a quick timer up top. 2.5 minutes. What do you want? My playlist or Kerbal's music? I had some YouTube comments saying that the game was simply too quiet and there wasn't a lot of music going on. So maybe I can offer up me being DJ. But if you don't want that, that's totally understandable and fine, and I'll respect that. We can just maybe won't hurt my feelings none for me not to be DJ and let the Kerbal soundtrack play out. All right, so what I'm trying to figure out here is how exactly to, I guess that's fine, how exactly to strap on the side rockets without interrupting anything, and this looks okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. We're only going to the Mun, and it's only a one-way trip, so it doesn't really need to be hyper efficient or anything like that. There's also the only thing I'm worried about is I don't want the fuel burning up anything below it. So we're gonna have to have this set up so that it's even wider, which is awkward, but we've done that before already with the lander that we sent. But that would be the only concern, is that the heat built up from launching these things could burn something important. All right, that looks good enough. Then we should pick a thruster, and the more the thruster vectors, of course, the easier it's going to be to land. I'm brainstorming taking the Terrier, but I'm not sure what my delta V on Mun would be. Oh yeah, my thrust to weight ratio with this is still 4.5. Okay, we're fine. I could do that. All right, good. Is there a fuel cap that I can stick on here? One of these? Ah, yes. Perfect. Make it as ugly as possible. These little cones. Here we are. All right, my playlist. You got it. You got it. Let me. So this, I'm gonna keep calling this Test Nuke, because that's just the name I've got. But let me get out and get my own music going. So settings, music's down, apply, accept. Just to check in with fellow viewers, this is a continuation. Yes, we have just landed the first HAB, but the HAB has a little bit of a power issue with it browning out at night, so it's important for us to fix that. All right, give me 1 second to set up the playlist here. Let me know about the volume, if it's too loud, too soft, etc. Okay, I like that. Unfortunately, I don't have the overlay set up right now to show you what's playing specifically, but there we go. Yeah, I would say as wonderful as Kerbal Space Program is, their soundtrack is not their strong suit. All right, I am going to adjust this rocket so that it's not floating all weird, lowering its center of mass a little bit. I wish I could move it. That's okay. Okay. There we go. That looks a little bit tighter and nice, I think. The radius of this emitter is, I think, 2 kilometers. Let me check on that. That's a very good question, because obviously I'm going to need to know that. There's also some upgraded parts that lets you boost that further. What is this called? Microwave? M-I-C-R-O. 2 kilometers. Yep. Power distributor distributes power to nearby power couplers of a range of 2,000 meters. No problem. I easily can land this rocket here with 2,000 meters, within 2,000 meters of my target. That is simple. That is child's play. I will, however, add an inline reaction wheel because I'm not a fool, and I know that controlling this bad boy is gonna be a little awkward. So, there's test nuke. I do hope that we don't burn the bottoms. But, okay. And then, I'm not even going to asparagus stage this. I am just going to, for speed's sake. Oh, yeah, we have the flexotubes now. For speed's sake, oh, that's not the decoupler one. Okay, that explains it. Let's see, what do I want here? Oh, I had the search bar on. That's why I couldn't find anything. What decoupler? They're all so small. This one? Yeah, it's roughly the right size. Maybe one smaller. There we go. We want the adapter that flares out. And then it should be pretty easy to get this thing to space. Come on, which of these is the right size? Do I literally not have one that is the... Oh, here? Yeah, there we are. Okay, let me sort by size. That might help. There we are. Kerbodyne tanks. So now all that this stage is the circularization stage. The engine... This is probably going to hurt the budget, but I'm just going to throw a mammoth on there, so I don't really have to worry about it. Thrust to weight ratio of this thing is ridiculously good. I probably honestly have enough Delta V with this currently as it's built to launch to the moon exactly where I want. Yeah. How expensive are these solid fuel boosters? If I added some Polluxes, that would make this so much even easier. So let me just do that. I won't cheap on this, so I don't have to revert. I'll slap some Polluxes on. Everything launches together. And... here we are. Okay, cool. Struts and stuffs. Alright, so this is about a third of my total budget. So it's not a cheap run, but this does... The benefit, of course, will be that my colony will be alive. They won't starve to death or anything like that. So it's worth it. So the colony, the hab that I have set up, yes, it can already receive it. I already have receiving microwave transmitter built into the hab. There's other things that I wanted to build. Fangface made a suggestion, which was setting up parts to be able to attach another sort of microwave transmitter, and I want to do that as well, so I can transmit power from my rover, which has power generating capabilities to be able to power up the base during the sun to top up the batteries even faster. All right, so that's nicely strutted. Let's raffle this rocket off. So let me open up my giveaway. And then all you got to do is, if you're a subscriber, type in the chat and you're eligible. So, raffle timer's there. Thanks for the luck, JD. I presume you mean to the raffle recipients. So yeah, this is a third of my... Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do is payload. Or actually not payload, cargo. I wanted to also send cargo on this little rocket here. Trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to put the cargo. Yeah, let me put the... Let me see about this. So what I wanted to do is to... Oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. All right, let me not worry about it then. Undo a bunch. Things back the way it was. Come on, there it is. You've never seen someone play this competently? Prepare to be disappointed. All right, Test Nuke. This is not going to be Test Nuke. This is going to be Power Tower. And then I'll name it. I can name it in flight after one of you all. The only issue with naming in flight is getting to the probe core. It's not that tricky. Okay. Let's make sure our action groups are all good. So action group 1 extends the radiators and the solar panel. Maybe I'm going to take solar panel off of that and put that on action group 10. So 1 is radiators, 2 is the drill, 3 is the surface harvester, 4 is the fuel cells, and 5 should not be fuel cells. Okay, 4 is fuel cells. Good. The only other thing that we might want, just for aesthetics, is some lighting. So, because I know everybody likes the rigger in blue, right? So let me slap that on. So that would be in utility. We will pick the cheaper illuminators because I'm cheap. Let's do 3-fold symmetry, and that will do. I don't know how that will look, but let me launch that and see what it looks like. Yeah, I can also rename it from the map view with ease. True. The what's it called? The tracking station. So once the radiators are extended, oh, you know what? It just occurred to me is, yeah, no, let me change the location of the lights, because once the radiators are extended, they're just going to basically block the lights, and that's not going to be good for anyone. So you little lights, there is I could stick it here with 3-fold symmetry, I think, where in the locations where the landing legs are not. And then let me tilt it upwards so it kind of, I'll even go the MK2s. The brighter ones. Or MK1s, Mark 1s. I'll have it sort of put the light outwards. Power tower is ready. Shine the lights at the solar panels. Infinite power. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. No power loss there. All right. As far as okay, yeah, I think we're good. Raffle timer. I'm gonna raffle a little early. This will be the Vasily Mark 1. So congrats. All right, let's launch this and send it up and get our base powered. And then what I do after that will be up to you guys. Whether I do milestone missions, try to make money, get more science, etc. Hey, Larry, thanks for the sub. Yoda says thank you. All right, here we go. Up and away. I don't have any fins. I hope stability is not an issue. The Mammoth here does vector pretty well, so my guess is we'll be just fine. Plus, I've strutted the heck out of it, so it's pretty stable. I say, you know, not knowing I'm about to crash. Right, Yoda? Yeah, buddy. So edgy. So edgy. Nope, I'm gonna need fins. This thing just immediately goes flop. Yeah. I know. All right, let me add some aerodynamic fins to it. So, the swept wings with 4 full symmetry in that location, and then the Delta Wing Deluxe is up here. Save, and now launch. Confident that I will not kill myself. See? Piranha, I hope you are adequately entertained by my incompetency. No overlay, just slap and go? Yeah, no overlay, exactly. Just slap and go. The thing is, with Kerbal Space Program, you can very, very easily spend hours tweaking and fine-tuning, and I'd rather, for your sake and for mine, just get more missions under my belt instead of the min-max fine-tuning. So yeah, I'm gonna absolutely cut my thrust a little bit. I want to stay around like, oh boy, floppy. So the issue with this is I'm using, let me replace these Polluxes. So these Polluxes, they don't vector, and I think the Thoroughbreds do. And that's a pretty big difference. So, yeah, vector range. Pollux does not vector. The Clydesdales and the Thoroughbreds do vector. So I'll do it with the Thoroughbreds. We'll raise the cost a little bit, but it will give me a lot more control. Lot more control. So let's add the struts, and I learned my lesson. Vectoring, good. Oh, my struts are already there. Just not attached. Good enough. Fix the staging. Do a backflip. I think I pretty much did. I did a full flip. Not my best work. Yeah, I've been using the Thoroughbreds for a while, so I kind of forgot how beneficial the Thoroughbreds are over the other solid boosters. Most of the basic solid boosters do not vector. So what I mean by vectoring or gimbaling is that you can control your direction of thrust to be able to have some control over the ship. So sort of like steering. And these have it and the last ones didn't. The Polluxes didn't. See, this is where I beat death tilting. The other issue is this ship is particularly top heavy, and I think that's where I'm getting murdered. Let me make sure I'm not bringing any unnecessary ore, and also adding control wing to up here. Save one last time. Third time's a charm. Now, if only there was a giant arrow overlay to help us line up. Yeah, I did too much of an aggressive gravity turn too early. So no, I don't have any. I don't have any ore. Okay, we're good. I'm going to go with more of a ballistic launch so I don't tilt earlier. And that should keep us from floppity flopping. I'm going to use the solid fuel to do most of the gravity, the escape velocity braking. Why not put a fairing over the top part? I mean, it could. There's honestly no reason why I haven't, but don't really feel like I need it. Okay, no tilty. Just a slight gravity turn. Come on. Come on. Don't kill me here. No, I said don't kill me. Thoroughbreds, I was just praising you. I was just praising you. Where are we going? Whoop. Bye, thoroughbreds. And bye-bye half of my other parts of the rocket. New plan. I will not do any gravity turn until we are up high enough. Star Fox looks different these days. It sure does. Hey, cheese. We're breaking rockets here. Very, very expensive rockets. Okay, I'm not using any liquid fuel, and I'm not going to touch the controls. I'm going to wait until the thoroughbreds exhaust their solid fuel. How much does the Delta V gravity turn save? A bit, like a few hundred. It's worth doing. It all depends on the weight of your vehicle and all that, but all right, come on, ship. Don't fail me now. So Apple Apps is already 20K. We're in high atmosphere. We're about to get rid of the thoroughbreds. Fine, flop me. I don't care. I'm not thrusting. Audio. And bye-bye. Okay, we're good. We did a backflip. You guys, I saw you wanted a backflip, so I did one. And with this little backflip, I'm still gonna get to the moon. All right, so let's start to circularize. And now we're already at 73K Apple Apps, which is orbit. Yoink. That's too much of a burn. All right, there's our maneuver. See, I'm doing tricks for extra points. Exactly. I'm so glad you read me. We're on the same page. It's all about style points. All right, I'm about to cross the Kármán line, or whatever you want to call it, up to 70K. And let's start doing our maneuver burn. Wee bit wobbly, but not that bad. I don't have any struts between this and that, right? Also, I love how the winglets are still like, hey, we're gonna flop around like there's atmosphere. It's like, there ain't no atmosphere. Lights. All right, 90K, not quite there. 70K, okay. Very barely. Let me blast a little, there we go. All right, so here's orbit. Mars in, or let's have Mud as the target for now. And we will do a maneuver node. Getting ourselves over there. Yoink. Come on. Where's the transfer? I don't have the upgrade for the tracking station to be able to do planned maneuvers yet. Alright, there we go. That looks good. Periaps of 2 mil? No. Bring me in closer. What is wrong with this periaps? There we go. Well, alright, I don't want to crash. Alright, there we go. Periaps of 13,000 meters? No, a little higher. Alright, 100,000 meters. Perfect. Now, I am going to have to ditch this big booster stage in the next transfer. So I do hope I have enough Delta V. Why does it say you have to be subscribed to watch the videos? I have a full write-up at this link for you as to why. Because I've been asked that a whole lot. All right, let's line up on the burn maneuver. I hope I have enough fuel. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I brought the NCS adapters that only have liquid fuel in the tips. I'm going to still try to land this, but that's a pretty newbie mistake. And I've made that mistake once before, and I didn't catch it this time. So, brought a whole lot of extra fuel that I can't even burn. This is so much easier to control, though. How's the heat? Okay, I'm not burning anything. That's good. The one thing to note is these little terriers don't generate power. So I am running on battery unless I flick these out. Is there a tank for only oxidizer? No, the reason why there's a tank for only liquid fuel is when you are like a space plane, you don't need oxidizer. You can burn liquid fuel only because your oxidizer is the atmosphere, the oxygen in the atmosphere, which is why there's liquid fuel only tanks, but not ox only tanks. All right, I am going to save, we'll call it fail flight, 8-9. I still think I can make this work, but I need to hide my shame somehow. All right, so now let's warp to here. Yeah, if you had a space plane, you obviously wouldn't need oxidizers in your tank because the oxidizer is essentially just like liquid oxygen that can burn with the fuel. Because otherwise, what do you know, that's how it works. All right, let's put these down. And I'm going to adjust so that we can... I'm actually just going to wing it and try to land. It'll be a little dark. No, I don't like landing in the dark because then you guys can't see what I'm doing. So let me not do that. So I'll circularize and then wait for daytime to land at land where you can see. Hey, Luke. Thanks for catching a live stream. Cheers. All right. The timing of this burn doesn't really matter all that much, so I'm just going to burn now. Well, a space plane needs oxidizer, a plane doesn't. But yes, as soon as your space plane gets into orbit, yeah, you're going to want oxidizer. All right, let's warp here. I basically have to warp until sunrise at the base. So this base has done one nighttime cycle without power. Oh well. But I have enough fuel that as long as I conserve and don't burn recklessly, we'll be fine on our landing. Luke, thanks for the sub. Cheers. Come on. Daytime. Let's go. How's my batteries holding? Okay, my batteries are fine. They're not happy because I'm basically all on battery. But luckily, this power tower, this facility that we got here, is a power station, so it has plenty of batteries. So now at the next periapse, hold on, let me cancel warp. At the next periapse, I'm going to bring my... Oh, what are you doing? I'm going to bring my apoapse down. Oh, control locked. Oh, because I don't have... I'm in the shadow of the Mun, and I'll have a comms station up. Okay, now I'm no longer in the shadow of the Mun. I have control of my ship again. Oh, joy. I don't have a large antenna on this thing, so... There's another problem. Warp. To the maneuver. And we'll be landing soon at the Marzin Hab. This doesn't need to be precise either. It's just a rough circularization. Yeah, Mun be in the way. It wouldn't have been a problem had I brought a decent antenna on this thing, because I do have an antenna network around the Mun here that I just am not using because of a lack of a decent antenna. But here is a satellite in equatorial orbit. The satellite actually probably was in the shadow of the Mun as well, which is why I lost connection with Kerbal Space Center. Let's hide that though, because it's confusing to see two orbit lines. Okay, so let's warp till here. And then we'll do our deorbiting burn with 1200 delta V left, which should be enough. I hope. Fingers crossed. I did slap this thing together like you wouldn't believe. All right. Deorbit burn. We want to land as close to our hab as we can. That looks pretty good. Oh, overshot it. No, it's time for the burn anyway. There's no point in warping to next maneuver. I'm gonna modify this. Oh god, why'd you do that? Well, I'll eyeball it. Maneuver kind of went all haywire, and we're now just eyeballing it. Like you do. Alright. Cutting the engines. And now this maneuver will line us up a little bit. I'll quick save though. I got this, but I'll quick save. There we go. Alright, let's take us in. And hope we don't lose connection with Kerbal Space Center, or this thing is just basically a bomb. Let's point retrograde. There is Marzin right there. I am going to set it as my target. And then I'm going to point retrograde. Let's get a little closer. All right, so we're 20 kilometers away. Ten kilometer, or 10 kilometers up from the surface. I'm trying to point more towards Marzin to center over it. There we go. Let's adjust that again. Okay, there we go. And I can stop my burn for a bit. I'll save again. We're not moving very fast, just 50 meters per second. I'm going to point straight up so I can drift more that way, landing closer. All right. And a little bit more. Okay. I still have 400 Delta V, and we are deploying the lander legs. And we can see it underway right there. Whoa. Okay, the game hiccuped. That was weird. Yeah, you'd think I'd be able to, like, remote control it with the two people that are in my hab, but sadly that's not a thing that you can do. I wish you could. That'd be really cool. Alright, now we're only a kilometer away. I'm going to go over surface and kill my horizontal velocity. Although it looks to me like we're landing on the edge of a cliff. So never mind, I'm going to adjust that so that we don't do that. I always have a hard time figuring out what way to point in these situations. There we go. Oh, don't lose it. Okay, so there's our hab, lights on and everything. All right, let me kill my horizontal velocity now. And try not to crash as I'm only 100 meters up. Cool. You're about to crash. Would you like to slow down? Alrighty. Now for the soft touchdown, a hallmark of my piloting expertise. I'm joking, by the way. Hey, we're down. And I'm 165 meters away from the hab, easily within the 2-kilometer radius. I'm gonna hit quit save. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so solar panels up. Hold on. Solar panels in. I lied. I'm going to do something super foolish. Yes. Are we going to tether? We are. In fact, it feels like we're kind of tilted a little bit. But whatever, as long as we're up. All right, so let me save this. Doing stupid. Ah! Okay, yeah, see, that's why I saved. That is why I saved. Because that never happened. Those things I did never didn't happen. Didn't happen. I was wondering if I could launch them off, but I don't have Separatrons attached, so I can't. I just have to thunk them like that and then destroy them as debris. Or I can use my little car rover to like drive them away. Shoo shoo, shoo shoo. All right, 102. 102 is 1 is radiators, 0 is solar panel, 2 is drills, all deployed. So here's the overlay. 3 drills start. So now I should be getting ore at thermal efficiency of 100%. Next, making liquid fuel and oxidizer. As you can see, my liquid fuel and oxidizer is going up. And then 4 is my fuel cells. So now we are, if I retract my solar panels, we should still be in the power positive. Unless my math sucks and I screw this up royally. We are in the power positive. Rock on, man. All right, solar panels out because there's no point in having them in. Now, the other question is, I actually have no idea how the microwave power transceivers work. I just assume they work, but I don't know. Yep. So we're about to have a lesson on that, I suppose. But yeah, there's our little power tower. Lights on. You can't, well, I guess you can see the lights from the power tower. All right, so let me go ahead and go to the tracking station and remove all the debris so it's not in the way. I know it's a little weird that you can just like poof debris out of existence, but that's what I'm gonna do. DJ Fast, High Lord Helsing, and Echo, thank you for the follows. All right, so terminate debris. Terminate debris. And there we go. Do what humans do, find a hole and dump them in. Well, there's already trash on the moon. So we can just add to it. And MVP, thanks for the fireworks of the landing. All right, so if we take a look here, what is going on here? Go away. Oh my God, so many messages. Let me save first before dusk. So I'm sort of curious about how this works at night. Oh, but it's dawn, so that's going to be a while. But I can speed up time so it becomes dusk. Whee! Okay. So here we have ourselves in a situation with negative electric charge. It's mostly our life support that is drawing the power. And I'm not entirely sure that these transceivers are working. Because if they were... This thing obviously has enough electric charge to send it to the other station, Marzin, that's browned out. I might have to do some Google fooing while I play in order to get that to work. Because here we have a another power receiver. The other thing that I could do is, let me take my miner out. Oh, let me take my farmer out. Nope. Is try to actually run a physical cable, because I think that's like something you can do. So what unit are you in? You're in one of these farms. We're also missing machinery. I'm gonna have to I really have no machinery here? Oh, that's not true. Hold on. There's we're not cultivating because we're missing machinery, but I actually have tons of machinery. It's just in the wrong parts. So that's actually even more of an immediate need. My machinery is, let me pin that. It's in the Ranger and the Hab. So the Hab module here has machinery. And what needs machinery? You do out, in. Oh, wait, no, that's the Hab. Out, stop. All right, 18 machinery. All right, let's do that again. Keep the Hab up. Agriculture, okay, that one has it. You. Out, in. Why? I don't know why that's not working. I need a relay receiver between the two power receivers. Okay. I'll have to figure out what that means in a minute. Hello, in. Well, one of my farms is now working. Yep, it's cultivating. I don't know why my other ones aren't. Out. Oh, there we go. It's just fussy. Alright, so that's that one. This one. Out. And then this one. Okay, so we have delivered some machinery to the farms that need it. Let me deliver a little bit more. Oops, too much. Okay, that's about right. And this one, pin. So machinery is just like maintenance parts. You can think of it as maintenance parts. Like tools and things like that. Okay, so now the farms all have machinery in order to be able to start cultivating. It's missing gypsum. All right, let me start mining the gypsum again. All right, so now we're making fertilizer. Correct. Is there any other parts here that is missing machinery where it needs it? How long will the stream last? The uptime command has got you covered on that one. Thank you. 4 more hours. All right, so all these cultivators now are cultivating. The Hab's working. All right, thank you for the message there. Let me take a quick look at that. So the relays require a transceiver set to relay mode. All right, so let's figure out that. Let me go back to the Space Center, and we'll have to figure out how to send a relay to get the miner to send power. My bad. Did I figure what's up with the gypsum? Nope, not yet. Hey Yoda, buddy. There you go. Here's free food. Yabbers, thanks for the sub. So let's take a look at what a relay looks like. Now we have a smaller ship between the two. I don't even think it physically needs to be between. I think it just needs to be within the two kilometer radius. So these are relay antennas. Let me search the term power. Power transceiver. Power coupler. So the power coupler is physical cables. I don't actually see anything that has anything to do with relays. Yeah, I don't know how relays work. Let me take a look. You know, it might actually have something to do with the scavenge range. The scavenge range, yeah. That actually could be a thing. I do have one question, though, for cargo. Am I able to put a physical power coupler in there? No, I cannot. Can they be set to relays as a toggle? Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. We'll go figure that out. I know KSP pretty well, but I don't know this mod all that well. And the mod is hella complicated, so some science be needing done. Okay, it looks like I set it to either receive or relay. Okay, so maybe there's some sort of toggle to be done. So here's the power tower. I don't see that this has any buttons though. Hey, Neo Cat Dog, welcome. A new KSP player. So does it have to be set up on build? Thank you for watching Kerbal Space Program Colonization, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of Kerbal Space Program Colonization or any of my other content, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.